Hello, this is Dr. Rahman Beckwith, integrating positive psychology and spirituality to create unique approaches to wellness for you. And welcome to chapters 10 and 11 of our book, Falling in Love with God by Rahman Beckwith Saidi. So, hopefully, by now you are so open hearted, feeling love. By the way, if you're new and this is your first video, you can purchase this book on my website below, drrahmanbeckwith.com, in the shop or on Amazon in many different formats. And you can catch up with us by going back, reading the book, and seeing all of the other videos. So let's jump into this week's chapter 10. Our character is doing pretty well. She is doing her meditations. She is feeling good. And so the first item of business would be to check in with you. How are you doing on your morning meditations? How are you doing with your breathing, with your, if you practice the method I suggested, the remembrance, the dhikr, the la ilaha illallah, how is that going? Are you feeling it in your heart, in your body? Let's just check in. So our character apparently is feeling very prepared, peaceful, like a divine being of love, really prepared for her day when she's done her morning meditation practices and rituals. So the first item is to check in. Are you able to wake up before sunrise at 4 a.m. or even earlier, or at least to start your day off with meditation? How are you feeling? The second check-in is the morning appreciation habit. Our character does her list of things that she loves, that she appreciates, the ways that the divine shows up in her life, and there is just satisfaction that follows her through the day because of this practice. So how is your appreciation going? And by the way, please do comment below about any of this, and I will do my best to read as much as I can to respond, and we can all grow in this divine love together. So, the next order of business. And by the way, remember that there are spoilers in these videos because we will be delving into the book a little bit. So, I hope you've read up to where we are. So, the third order of business is to practice affirming your new state of connection with the divine as our character does on page 65. So, if you've been reading with us, you know that Charity has been invited to an event and she's preparing to go to a new place to meet new people. She only knows one friend there that she's just met, and she basically starts to feel a little shy, so she affirms. She reminds herself that she is the beloved of the divine, and you can use this anytime. She reminds herself that she will only have the best experiences, meet the best people, have gracious, pleasant interactions, and be courted by divine love in all ways. Her expectations have risen to match this new level of love. So can you imagine if you were having this love with the universe and you were able to prepare yourself for different events and interactions and situations by aligning with the best expectations that things will go smoothly and beautifully and well for you. So that is the third. Have an affirmation moment with yourself. Perhaps write your own version of what Charity just explained on page 65. Affirm the divine love into your day, your atmosphere, your life, your interactions with others. All right, so Charity goes to the event. She's having a nice time. She sees her friend, Sarasvati, and then she meets a new friend. So she ends up having a dance, and she feels like she's flowing. She feels like she is aligned, and it's a really beautiful, beautiful episode that we have here in chapter 10. And so basically, we are in the fourth activity today. We are going to, you and I and all of us, if we choose, let's move. Let's dance or walk or flow somehow with something that is spiritually music or sounds of nature or something beautiful, spiritual music, whatever you like, basically flow, exercise, walk, dance, just move to this divine music, whatever you choose. It could be flute, it could be my meditations. Some of them have music behind them. You can listen to them. The idea is to let yourself be in the flow of divine love, to dance with the universe, dance with the divine, dance with God, and see if you can fall in love with God. So that is the next activity to move, dance, and enjoyably, gracefully, happily, with fun and an open heart. Move to the flow with universal music, sounds of some sort. Then we are finding that Charity has this new friend in Krishna, this person that she's met, and so the fifth question in this chapter is, how do you show love between yourself and your spiritual partners? So you may have friends or colleagues or family or people that you've met. So how do they show love to you, and how do you show love to them? In this instance, perhaps it is somebody walking Charity home after the event. It is nice conversation, communication. So this is the question, the final question for this chapter. How do you interact with others in a way that shows divine love, them showing to you in some ways, you showing to them with your spiritual partnerships on this earth? So, what's going to happen? Let's see chapter 11. Charity is now back home. She's the following day she's doing her, her spiritual things, but she's also daydreaming, thinking about her new friend, and she's wondering what's going on. So she does end up speaking with her friend. Spoiler alert. Her friend is not really looking to have more than a friendship with Charity, it appears. He's very he has his own life, he's doing a lot of things, and it just doesn't seem like they're aligned. So, how can you practice love and acceptance of someone or a situation? In this case, Charity has to come back to her heart, and she hears, page 76, love is not about owning and loving one singular object of affection or one singular object of satisfaction. So it's not about owning, it's not about having one singular item, person, thing, place, concept. Love is not that. So this is the revelation that comes to Charity in these moments of wanting to understand what is going on in this connection with her new spiritual friend. So the question for you in this chapter 11, the first question, where can you practice love and acceptance of someone or a situation? How can your heart find peace and love in the situation? So this second part of this chapter has Charity reaffirming her intentions to connect with the divine, her promises to herself, keeping her divine energy in love with this divine, trusting that perhaps the divine masculine human counterpart may show up if aligned, but she is genuinely delighting in this connection she had been intending to establish since the beginning of the book. So she's reaffirming her promise to herself, keeping her energy clear. So the second prompt in chapter 11 is to reaffirm your intention that you started out this book club with, that you perhaps developed as you went through it. Perhaps it is to be more open-hearted, more sensing of divine love around you, more conscious, to appreciate, to meditate. Whatever your intentions were, feel free to share them below. But to just reaffirm that to yourself verbally or in a written form and see how far you've come since the beginning of the book. So see, if you can honor your love and promises to yourself and to the divine. I hope that you've opened your heart a lot and that you're having fun with us. And if you've made it this far, please know that you and I are deeply connected. Thank you for being with me in this study. You are very loved and appreciated. I am so grateful to do this with you. I hope you share it with others, and please do comment. I read as many as I can and reply to them or like them. And yeah, thanks for being here. Oh, and by the way, YouTube thinks it also loves you and knows you. So it has some video suggestions that will pop up around me in a moment. So maybe check them out. Who knows if the universe is talking to you through YouTube? So anyway, it was great being with you. I look forward to seeing you again soon. All of my love. Bye.